If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bang.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mariota to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second down, Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
tanked up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Toss play, Ferguson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to look deep down, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early, this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's going to let this one go. He's got a man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Why, get up! Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Play action now. Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Derek Rivers in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 3. 1.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Being chased out left. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He may try and run for this. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to get it running right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Mack. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Hot!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Clark. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot! 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
First down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
One.
On play action, Mariota. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And on the ground they go with the running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw Mariota. This one left side caught by Berrios. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ferguson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go. Keep it rolling.
2nd down, Mariota. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, your offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Clark. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 45.
Keep it rolling. Three.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mariota on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Keep it rolling. Hey, blue 80.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Mariota. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Stays on his feet. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He got 29 yards that time. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throw. Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Gun!
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Mariota here to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Braxton Berrios with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing here, Mariota. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Duke Dawson picks it. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll hand it off to Ferguson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A 2nd down carry for Ferguson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Leopard! Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New England, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Look, I defeat